This rear delt row is really working a lot more than just rear delts. You're going to see when Amy performs this exercise that her scapular muscles, between her shoulder blades, are going to be working hard, her spinal erectors and trunk muscles. You're also going to notice her posterior deltoids, middle deltoids, a lot of things in there. But let's take a look at how to perform it. Number one, sit up your machine with your strap, snap hook in the furthest D-ring. Number two, she's grabbing right hand, left rope. So she's crossing those ropes, okay? And then let's look at the adjustable arms. We're going to start out in position number 6. That's one of 3 possible variations in the arm or pulley heights for this exercise. Now watch, because it's a row, she's not keeping that straight arm thing, she's bending her elbow. This forearm stays in line with the cable the whole time, as if that forearm was an extension of that cable, all right? Leading with the elbow, keeping the spinal position. Notice that the pulleys are a little bit below her shoulders, so she's moving upward at a very, very slight angle, and stopping when she gets right back there, not leaning with her torso or anything else. There you go. Now we're going to look at position number 5. That was number 6. This is position number 5, where the pulleys are just about the same height as her shoulders. It may be different for you, but now she's just going to be going straight forward, straight backwards. Forearms in line with the cables. As she comes back, she's not letting those elbows drop. You've got to watch that. If you're using too much weight, many times as you come back, people will let them drop because they're too weak to hold them up in this position with the weight they've chosen. So be careful. And the final setting with the adjustable arms is position number 4, where now, because they're slightly above her shoulders, she's going to be moving ever so slightly downward with the plane or path of motion being in line with the ropes and the pulleys. That is perfect. Notice she's moving her shoulder blades every time, so she gets that scapular retraction as part of this rear delt row. Here's a version of a rear delt row that's going to be performed in the Revolution in kind of a bent over position. So take a look at Josh's spinal position. He's got to bend over here, but notice how he bends at the hips and keeps that spine perfectly straight. Now Josh has seen some clients of his as a trainer that when they bend, they want to do it here. If you can't control your spine yet and keep it more straight and bend only at the hips, then you need to wait on this exercise because you've got to maintain that position throughout each and every rep. So this is going to be the toughest part for some of us. So that's going to be key here. Now he's bending only enough, knees bent, hips bent. He's bending only over enough to make his torso perpendicular to the ropes. That way he can perform this perfect plane of motion. Now remember, it's a rear delt row, so it's, first of all, not just rear delts. There's a lot of other shoulder muscles, scapular muscles, and spinal muscles. But he's bending his arm like a row that's very wide. So his elbows come out straight out, almost directly out from his shoulders, not back by his torso at all. So that's going to be key to perform. He's got a little shoulder blade motion. Now the position of the pulleys are going to affect how far he has to bend. He's got his palms facing towards the ground. He's got the straps adjusted or the handle adjusted in the furthest D-ring, and the cable's crossed. The cable's crossed. One other variation we could create, that was in position number 8 with the adjustable arms. Here's position number 7. He doesn't have to bend over quite the same amount because as the pulleys go out, they also go up. So his rope alignment's going to be a little bit different. So this is the other option right here for the bent over version. As you get up any higher, you could basically call it a standing, more erect version of it. So there's 2 nice settings, position number 7 or position number 8 on the adjustable arms. You've got to control the spine. Remember, it's a row leading with the elbows and maintaining the plane of motion. The forearm is in line with the cable or the rope the whole time.